Hello, hello, hello. Are we live with everyone? Yes, I think we are. You're all very welcome to your favorite Tuesday ever, your favorite day of the week, because today is the Late Dog Toy Show here at Red Mills. You know my face by now. I'm Abby, but we do have two very special guests. Ladies, if you'd like to introduce yourselves.
After you, Susie. I'm Susie, and I run the dog centre here in Kilkenny. And this is Ripley.
Yes, and absolutely. Do you want to chat a little bit about your area of expertise?
Yeah, so the dog centre is a dog walking service and dog training and behavioural service in Kilkenny here. So primarily we were just dog walking, and then we advanced onto the adventure dog walks, which are social group dog walks that take place around Kilkenny. So they run Monday to Friday, and then our training service are one-to-one training and behavioural sessions. So they're kept busy with them anyway, but that's our two services.
Brilliant. And yourself?
Hi, I'm Vicky. I'm a vet. I work in UCD Vet Hospital and also in a vet's in Carlo. And this is Bernard, my Dachshund, and this is Hash Brown, my rescue lurcher.
Very, very lovely. We're delighted to have you two ladies here with us, and we have a lot to get through. And I'm sure it's going to be chaos. We have more fluffy special guests coming later on, so make sure you stay tuned. But I suppose we're going to start off with enrichment toys. Now, these are incredible. Would you ladies agree?
Yeah,
we have loads of lovely ones here, and I suppose we'll start off with the one right in front of me. Which ladies would you like to chat through it?
Yeah.
You're always about enrichment toys.
Enrichment queen, yeah.
Yes.
Definitely. So this is just a hollow rubber snake, but enrichment means primarily giving your dog an opportunity to use those primary senses. So licking, scavenging, chewing, all those natural dog senses that they need in their everyday routine. These hollow rubber snakes are brilliant because they come with a squeaker. I mightn't sound it because you might get overused by a dog here.
Yeah.
But the good thing is you stuff it with food in the hollow belly, and it might slow down eaters that eat too fast and eat too quickly, which can affect their digestion. So this slows dogs down, but also gives them the opportunity to have some mental stimulation at mealtime. It might be a way just to keep them busy or break up their boredom. If you're popping out to the shops, your dog can be prone to a little bit of separation anxiety. Keep them busy with even some peanut butter in the snake or some leader treats or anything that you can think of just to keep them going. So that's brilliant for the rubber snake anyway.
Absolutely amazing. And you can find any of these items that we're talking about here today on redmillstore.ie, or of course in our store here in Killian Hill. We're also open on Sundays right on the run up to Christmas, and if any of these items that we're talking today, ladies, tickle your fancy or you want it under the tree for your special floof, you can get it with free complimentary shipping over €29 as well, which is amazing. You can also get a gift wrapping service. But while we're on enrichment, we have, whoa! Yes, they're all having a look at all their friends to come later on. But we have this gorgeous owl. So this is a snuffle enrichment toy. Now I've been quite familiar with this one, but how exactly does it work?
Yeah, so what you do with any kind of snuffle toy is just allowing your dog to use that primary sense, which is their scent. So every dog needs to smell in the world. It's also a way of stress relief. We see the world with our eyes. Dogs see it with their olfactory sense, their scent. So the way the snuffle mat works, I mean, this is a lovely colourful one, but they come in all different shapes and sizes. So you hide the treats, maybe even a little bit of their normal dinner, or a few bits of hot dog, something really smelly to really entice that sense of smell, and let them spend half an hour figuring out how to get the food out of the grass. I mean, this is brilliant for picking up for dogs that are prone to anxiety or stress, because sniffing is a natural stress release. So every dog needs to sniff in their day-to-day routine. A lot of the time dogs don't get a choice. We decide when they're going to go for a walk or when they're going to get a meal time, or we have a whole day's work to do before they get even their first proper walk. And what happens then is we open the front door and the dog's not had any kind of enrichment throughout his day. He pours all that adrenaline, excitement and energy into that walk, and then that kind of develops into repeat activity issues or overexcitement on the walk, and we wonder what's going on. Whereas enrichment activities throughout your dog's day get them to slow down. They get an opportunity to sniff out and have a bit of stress release, and even the same way we need a scroll of Instagram at lunchtime or whatever, this is their dog's scroll of Instagram.
Amazing. And I would say these products would be great for people working from home as well, you know. Sometimes when you're at the laptop you can't get the attention to your floof that you want to, and this would be a great way to just get their kind of brains working. And we absolutely love that enrichment toy, and I particularly love the colours. It's really fun. And we have another couple to get through as well. Just before we go on to the more physical ones that we have a lovely demo of, we have these two. So this one is a lick mat, I believe. How exactly does it work?
Yeah, so the lick mat is similar to the snuffle mat. Holding that up, we should be demonstrating it.
Yeah.
So similar to the snuffle mat, which is all about sniffing.
Yes.
The lick mat is all about health digestion and getting saliva being processed in the dog's mouth. So that's licking. But licking isn't a natural stress relief for dogs. So if ever you see dogs that are getting tense or edgy, if you were to give them a bit of a licking mat, you're talking really about separation anxiety, or dogs that you'll see them, like a lot of dogs will tend to take licking out on their people, or even if they're licking at the back door or whatever, they're trying to tell us something. So usually it's that they have a lot of anxiety and stress bubbling. Whereas a licking mat can also slow down quick eaters, but they can get big time just to lick and get that natural stress relief as well. So it's kind of an anxiety breaker as well as a boredom breaker.
I've seen them particularly for dogs getting a bath, and they put it on the end of the bath, and it just, because it can be quite a stressful time for some dogs, you know? And that would be great just to stick at the bottom of your bath and get their little brains
keeps them busy. So you can put liquid food on that, so peanut butter, or even those squeezy pouches from Aldi that are just 100% sweet potato or Canadian squeeze on it. And then we also have the Kong squeezy food, perfect for this kind of stuff. Absolutely. Squeeze it into a licky mat.
Love that. And kind of something that looks pretty similar to the licky mat, but it's a little bit different, I would say, is this one here. Now, it's really cool. I've seen them all over TikTok.
Big fan of these.
How exactly? Hash brown. Just getting very excited over the licky mat. Or the slow feeder, Like, I've used this before. Let me tell you about it. Hash brown is taking over my job today.
So the slow feeder does exactly what it says on the tin. Slows down fast eating dogs, but it also gives them a chance to use that natural sense to engage that brain, which is sniffing and licking again. But it takes time. Rather than, there's a lot of dogs that you give a bowl of food to and it's gone in 20 seconds. At least with the slow feeder mat, you throw their normal cup of food onto it and let them spend half an hour sniffing and figuring out how to get it from all the different ridges. So it's not just gone in 30 seconds, which helps with digestion as well, So any kind of enrichment toy, whether it be a source for licking or sniffing, or a source for like the snuffle mat where they have to forage, they're all natural resources or primary senses for dogs to use, and they do need to use it every day.
Absolutely.
Dogs that get bored or frustrated are the dogs that develop negative or undesirable behavioural issues. Like often dogs aren't, we're telling beagles that they're not allowed to run around and run off on us and not come back when they're called. So if you kind of implement these kind of activities into their day-to-day, you'll see those kind of issues improve naturally because the dog has an outlet for all that excess energy.
Absolutely, and what I love about these particulars, they're washable, you know what I mean? You can put your wet food on these and they'll be clean and squeaky, they won't get too dirty. We love that. And if you guys have any questions about enrichment toys or any questions you would like to ask our experts here today, please feel free to pop them in the comments there. And we have two very intricate, I would say, enrichment toys that we have here. Now our dogs have already had a go at these, and they've been absolutely at the centre of attention.
Yeah.
We have two different styles here. Now I'm going to come a little bit closer, but while I'm close, do you want to have just a little bit of a chat about how they work exactly?
Yeah. So they're more puzzle toys.
Yeah.
So everything.
Look, you're already ready to have a go.
Yeah. We've talked about the licking mats and the snuffle mats and the different ways to slow down a dog's eating. That's how you know we're live.
Yeah.
And how we have a new phone on that knocks everything over.
Yeah. Hey, not to worry. So how are these going?
Yes, these are the puzzle toys. This is more for mental stimulation. The rest would be more about stress relief and anxiety relief. This is about breaking up that boredom and getting that mental stimulation going, which also helps for dogs that are particularly anxious, when they have these kind of activities where they get to feel like they're in charge of their own choices and the own outcomes, it kind of helps build their confidence as well. So they kind of learn they have a choice in their day-to-day. They have a choice, and if ever anything makes them feel nervous or anxious, they can make decisions. They have control of their own outcomes, if that makes sense. So we love a bit of mental stimulation just to get those brains going and problem solving.
So you pop your leader or Go Native treats in one of these little holes, and they have to work with their nose and their snoot and their senses, really awaken their senses to figure out these puzzles. So what we were saying is this is more of a beginner's one because it's quite a simple mechanism of just put it around the circle.
Yeah.
But this one's a little bit more complicated. I would say
Yeah.
really for your experts, and once they've cracked this, you could probably move it on quite quickly to this
Yeah.
one.
Be more for puppies, say.
So more for puppies and then more for kind of your older dog.
Yeah, that's it.
I love that, and this is really going to get their brains moving.
That's it, especially for high energy active breeds, that dogs that need the mental stimulation, like the beagles or the border collies, they need mental stimulation like this in their day to day, definitely.
I think we'll have a bit of a demo, will we, ladies? Now, please bear with us, guys, because this demo has, like, they were already testing them out and they got super excited.
Yeah, they're ready to go.
So, will we use your doggy for a
Yeah,
while?
yeah, we can use whatever.
Or
yeah.
whoever. I'm going to pop up just to show
Yeah.
how they go in. So this is she's definitely cracked it. But just to give a little demo, so what you're going to do is you're going to pop a couple of treats in the little cubby holes around, and you're going to cover them with the green cover. So you're going to pop them in, and I'll put another one in here. So we'll see how this goes. Are you ready?
Ready, Rip? Ready, go. Hey, find it. Find it, Rip. Good. So when you're introducing these kind of activity toys to your dog as well, it's really important that you're not just putting it in front of them going, best of luck, we'll see you later. It's good to interact with them. She's already actually gotten them out.
She's cracked it.
It's empty already.
Okay, cool.
So every time she finds one, you want to get that lovely serotonin hit. You want to make them feel good about themselves and say good
Yeah,
every time
yeah.
they find it. And then assign a command to it. This is giving the working dogs, as I say, the high active, high energy dogs, a job to do. So when you put it down, give them a command. So find it or search or whatever kind of comes natural to your own, to yourself.
Yeah, so I'm going to introduce this one. Now, this one is a little bit more tricky, I would say, to work out. So I've hidden our leader treats just in here. I've hidden them in a couple of different ones, and then you have to like spin this, and like it's quite complicated. Let's see how we get on.
Find it, Rick.
Certainly
Find
going to
it.
have to use her little brain for this.
Good girl. Yes, this one's a bit more challenging.
Definitely.
Good.
You can really see her using her senses there.
Yeah, that's it. But you kind of see them almost engage the senses straight away. So I love when you see that furrowed brow in your dog's face. You know, the cogs are turning and they're using their brain.
She is so concentrated.
Good
Look
girl.
at that. She got one.
She's got it, yeah.
Brilliant.
Have to sit down for this one. This is a tough job. Good girl. Maybe she find it.
This can be just as stimulating as a walk per se, you know, to
Yeah.
really awaken their senses.
That's
so
it,
great opportunities for people for working from home, really just to get their dogs engaged and, you know,
Yeah.
really, really cool. I think we'll have a little demo of the snuffle mat as well, just while we have all these floofsters here now. Will we give Hash Brown a go with this one?
Give him a go.
I'm going to I know you've worked it out before, Hash Brown, but I'm going to hide a couple just in here. So these are our leader train me treats I've hidden in this snuffle mat. So come on, Hash Brown, we'll have a little go with this. Now, he's definitely already cracked it.
That's it, find it.
So again, that find it command, just to give them, you know, a really good trigger.
Good good
Got
job
them
with that
already? He's like, okay, give me something more challenging, Abby. We've been here, done that. But like, these are really, really cool and really good Christmas gifts, you know?
Yeah,
And especially when you're working from home, I just think they're incredible. So there are, they're amazing, and they're all available on redmillstore.ie, and you can see all of the products that we're chatting about today if you head onto the website. It's on our live banner up the top. That was amazing, ladies, and if you guys have any questions, please don't hesitate to just drop them in the comments there below. While we have our experts here, you may as well get any information you need. I'm going to ask a couple of questions that we had a little poll and a question box up on our Instagram during the week, and a couple of people asked some kind of behavioural questions that you ladies might be able to help with just before I move on to our next topic. So Haley asked, my dog can be too friendly, and he wants to say hello to everybody. Do you ladies have any tips?
Yeah, so it's a common trait with a lot of dogs, particularly highly active breeds, love to run up and say hi to everyone, but obviously they can't say hi to everyone. So the most important thing is to work on training at home before you take them to the park, and work on the boundaries. We all want to let our dogs off straight away as soon as we get to the park, and we want them to be friendly, but they can't say hi to everyone, so it is good to keep them on leash until you know who they're meeting is okay and they can socialise safely together. But definitely work on home, not and start in the home environment where the dog knows every sight, sound, smell around, and then up the distraction area so they can be recalled back when they need to be in the park. But yes, so the best thing to do is restrict it and keep them on lead until you're ready, and then make sure that you can rely on their recall to come back when you need to.
Brilliant advice. Thank you so much. William12DOC, that's a handle, asked, I have a white German Shepherd who will do anything for me, but is terrible with other dogs. Can you help me?
Okay, yeah, so terrible with other dogs, I mean, so like people, not all dogs are going to get on together.
Sure.
They're not always going to mesh. We're always going to not like everyone that we come across. So if he's not liking other dogs, maybe he hasn't met the right kind of dogs. Maybe he needs to socialise with dogs that are more onto a par, maybe more respectful dogs. He might have bigger boundaries or more stricter boundaries than other dogs. So the important thing is to know when he's starting to get uncomfortable being around other dogs. Figure out what his threshold for being around other dogs is. He might be quite happy to pass dogs in the park, but when dogs start to approach him or get too up in his face, he won't like it. So it's important that he knows that he doesn't have to be around every other dog, or if he is able to stay around some dogs, let him do that.
Yeah.
Let him do it, let him socialise on his terms, but as soon as he starts to get uncomfortable, and signs of discomfort could be he starts avoiding contact, looking away from the dog, or even licking his lips, or shaking, or feeling like he's not enjoying the company of that other dog. It is time to remove him. And once he learns that he can rely on his owner to remove him from situations that potentially make him uncomfortable, then he'll start to build up more confidence and be a bit more calmer around other dogs. So he can go, yeah, actually this is okay, because as soon as I'm uncomfortable, I know I'll be removed.
Absolutely, and I think Hash Brown's getting very excited to meet all the other dogs. So Hash Brown doesn't have this problem. But great advice, thank you so much. There's just one last question then we have here. And so how do I stop my dog barking at a postman? I think everybody has this problem. But what would you say?
Yeah, it's definitely a problem for a lot of people. Poor postmen. They
Yeah.
have a rough time of
Why
it.
do they get such a bad rep, hey?
I think it's because postmen come and don't actually ever hang around.
Yeah.
So as soon as the dog
They come
starts
and go.
barking, the postman's already delivered and gone. The dog's been like, I'm deadly. I got rid of that guy.
Yeah.
So to get rid of the postman, I mean, the best thing to do would actually be around the same time post gets delivered. Usually it's at the same time every day. Maybe supply something, an enrichment that we were talking about.
An enrichment toy, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Which one would you recommend?
A licky mat or a snuffle mat. So the dog's busy out. He's not letting that adrenaline pump, that thing that's causing the barking, which is, oh my god, there's someone at the house. Let him be working away to something that he
No postman
enjoys.
out there, Hash Brown.
So let him have a time of spending time with a licky mat or even a snuffle mat. It can be away. It can be at the very back room of the house where the postman can deliver the post safely and run. The dog doesn't feel, oh, this is my job that I have to do. We're already giving them a job, and something that's a bit more not as stress-inducing for the postman.
Yeah, that's great advice. And if you just missed our engagement toy section, you can find out everything that we just talked about at redmillstore.ie.
Karen on TikTok says she wants to start working with dogs. What courses would you guys recommend?
Oh, amazing. So we have a TikTok question there. So we have somebody interested in working with dogs. What would you recommend course-wise?
Well, I mainly do the veterinary side, so obviously there's lots of courses available in that sense, all the way from animal care assistants and upwards, but there are lots of dog behaviourist training courses available as well at different levels that you can work towards, and I think they're external all through colleges as well. But there is a board of behaviourists that you can be a member of and to train to be a part of that.
Yeah. Best thing to do might be to actually volunteer at a local shelter or something to get that experience going.
Yeah, great advice.
At least when you're working, I mean, they're always, any local rescues or shelters in her area will always need volunteers of some sort, but at least then she's getting going, actually working with dogs, and then she might be able to make contacts that way as well.
Amazing. Do we have another question? Keep going. All good. So we're gonna, but please, if there's any other questions that pop into your head during this live, please do leave them in the comments. We're here to answer. We have experts on site, so we'll get them answered as quickly as possible. We're going to move on to puppies, ladies. So a puppy is kind of, when you think puppy, you think like newborn, a little squish, but that's absolutely not the case. What is a puppy by definition?
So a puppy can be anything from when they first get into your house at about 12 weeks old, where they are little and squishy and very cute. And then some breeds would still be classed as a puppy all the way up to 1.5 or even 2 years old.
Wow, okay.
Just because they're still growing. So Ripley here would have still been growing till she was at least 2. Just because of the type of breed that she is, and then that all depends on what feed you're giving them as well. So yeah, puppies, all different shapes and sizes.
Brilliant. And we have lots of puppy products here at Red Mills recommended by you ladies. So I suppose we're just going to start off with the first one. And you already mentioned this as well. It's the Kong products. So in my head now, I would be like, gosh, when I think puppy, I think that they're going to be chewing the life out of everything in my home. My favourite Fairfax and Favour boots destroyed by my puppies. But these would be a great option.
Yeah,
Maybe
love
just to
Kong.
explain how these work a little bit, we also have the paste as well here.
Yeah, love a Kong. So the paste, it is good. It is brilliant. You can also use your dog's everyday treats, or like I said, your dog's dinner. The paste will go directly into the Kong. So the Kong is just a rubber bouncy toy with a hollow middle that you can pop treats in, and essentially your dog has to work and figure out how to get the food out.
Yeah.
So it's great for, as you said, puppies that are in that mouthing stage, that are going through everything. Your shoes, your
Fairfax's favourite boots.
yeah, your shoes.
Gosh, Bernie, you're very excited. Very excited. But these are brilliant for puppies when they're teething, particularly. But they're not only just for puppies. Would you recommend them for all dogs too?
All dogs, so all different ages, different stages. Actually, even older dogs, it's great to kind of ward off dementia or any kind of
You
mental
found the
issues.
treats.
He knows the Kong anyway.
Yeah, he does, yeah.
Ward off dementia.
Yeah, because
Wow.
it's keeping the brain engaged.
Of course.
So it's great to always have a Kong ready to when you're introducing it to your dog, definitely have loose treats in it, make it very easy for them, and then up the ante to make it more of a challenge. And I always recommend to my training clients, have a stuffed Kong frozen because it makes it more of a challenge and makes it last longer. Have it ready to go in the freezer, so if you're having guests over, or even on Christmas morning when the whole
Great
Santa fuss is
advice.
happening. Let your dog have at their breakfast in the corner in their bed, and not be in the middle of all the fuss and getting stressed or anxious themselves anyway. But the important thing you mentioned puppies is puppies need to chew. They
Of
need
course.
outlets for mouthing and chewing. So when you give them the proper outlets and the proper, more positive outlets, if they're not chewing on your Fairfax and Favour boots or your hands,
Every
your top.
Devo.
So when they have the outlets, they're not going to be encouraged to eat things that they shouldn't. You're
Of course.
already supplying it in a more positive way.
Absolutely. And these are really, really sturdy. I would say, you know what I mean, these under the tree as a puppy, they last you years, you know.
Yeah,
They really
definitely.
are something that's great for under the tree, great stocking filler, and a lovely treat. As you said, when people come over to the house, they can be a bit of a stressful time. It's a lovely, lovely toy to have. Well, would you say toy? Enrichment toy, let's say.
Yeah.
I'm going to pull this one next. This one is our Foreign Tender and Tearless shampoo. This is made locally in Kilkenny. It is absolutely fabulous. And this one is particularly for puppies and their skin. If you want to talk a little bit about Vicky, maybe that'd be more up your alley in regards to coat care for your puppy.
So it all depends again on what type of breed of dog that you have. So some will need more grooming than others. Some have an undercoat, some will have more of an overcoat, and you have to have all these different brushes depending on what type of dog you have. But a puppy, you need to get them used to being bathed if they are a breed that definitely needs that, or if they're going to be going to the groomers on a regular basis. So doing that at home and gently and slowly just getting them used to either going in the shower or running water, again with these distractions.
Yes, the
that
licky
we've got
mats.
all these licky mats just to make it as positive an experience as possible. And then using dog specific shampoos that have been specifically made for dogs.
Yes.
So like we buy baby. I know. You have babies all the time. It's great.
Yeah.
He's terrible for rolling and things. He shouldn't. We had to get him used to baths from a very young age.
Yeah.
But yes, puppy shampoos, the same with baby shampoos. They, it's for sensitive skin.
Sure. Yes, this is enriched with conditioning oatmeal and aloe vera, so just really lovely, gentle cleansing. And for something like as you said, puppies, like baby skin, can be quite sensitive and quite soft, and we need to look after it properly. So we absolutely love this Foreign Tender and Tearless. That's it. And we have loads of other puppy treats here as well. So of course we talked about the Kong, but I want to actually talk about these. As I of the starlight visible then. We have these in a couple of different sizes. So these are the puppy sizes, pink and blue for your boy or your girl, so cute. And now turning these on, I can never remember, but exactly what, I'll have it here, yeah. Cool, so what exactly they do is that when you're walking at nighttime, or if you're training your puppy, and especially in the winter evenings recall, you'll still be able to see them, hey? So they just go around their neck and light up. We absolutely love these. And of course they come in larger sizes. For you, yes, I'm looking at you. And they just go on, now I know it's not open now, but they go on so beautifully, just over their harness or their collar. It just gives them a little bit of extra protection and a little bit of visibility. These are rechargeable as well, using a simple USB, so you know, it's really, really, really good. We love them. And we also have these beautiful little snuggle puppy beds. They're adorable, aren't they? I'm just going to pull them a bit closer here. So this is for probably a tinier puppy, but it's almost like a cave, like a little kind of security blanket almost. Yeah, would you recommend a bed like this for your puppy?
Yeah, definitely, especially for a more younger puppy. If they get that little den like that, they kind of feel more safe and snug and secure while they're adjusting in the new home.
Absolutely, it has a little kind of like, oh, it's so cute. They can play with this as they wake up. We have them in a couple of different colours. We have that in a purple as well. But I do want to move on to our treats. Oh no, sorry. Beg your pardon, I nearly forgot the puppy training pads. So these are essential. Do you have any tips for toilet training your puppy? Just a couple of different ones. Just while we're talking about these.
Yeah, definitely. So, and the most important thing is routine, so that your puppy knows, even though we want to make them house trained as quick as possible, get into a routine. If your puppy knows that he's going out on the every hour, or even every 15 minutes, depending on what way your puppy is, they can't hold their bladder very long just yet, depending on their age. So make sure you're going out with them and stay out with them. It's not enough to kind of just let them out into, especially when it's this cold and wintry outside. It's not enough to let them out and then go, are you done yet? Come back in. Yeah. So stay out with them and reward them as soon as they do go. So it is perfect to have puppy pads, so that the dog learns that they can go on the more appropriate areas and that you're saving your lino when you're...
Of course. And I'm particularly looking to save a little bit of odour control as well, which can be essential, especially coming up to Christmas. Your guests are over, the least of smells you want. You want lovely pine and Christmas smells, not puppy pee. So we love this. And these are all available on redmillstore.ie, or of course in our store in Killian Hill. Just while I've got, out of sight, out of mind, they're down here and I nearly forgot about them. So these are our puppy leads and harnesses. Again, in a couple of different colours here. So these are really quite inexpensive, I would say, and because puppies grow out of their leads and their harnesses so quickly, it's great to get something like this just to start off and training on the lead, which brings me into my next question. What would you recommend? Training on a lead can be quite daunting sometimes for a lot of new puppy owners.
Yeah, so make sure that you're not rushing things. Figure out what they're comfortable with. A lot of puppies, when they first come into the house, they haven't even worn a collar before. Yeah. So make sure that you're choosing something that is lightweight cotton material, like these ones that you have in your hand. It's brilliant. And just let them wear it around the house and get comfortable with what it is to feel like they're attached to something and have a weight on their neck or their leash. Yeah. So that would be how you get started with them anyway, yeah. Brilliant.
I'm going to move right along. So again, I know we're kind of skipping through things, but we do have a lot to get through. I'm going to start off by talking about the Train Me treats, which are probably going to be an essential coming into when you're training them on the lead, when you're rewarding them for peeing outside, which is the best. But we're going to talk about these gorgeous treats that we have. So these are the Train Me treats. Yes, they're developed and they're perfect for puppies and training. They're lovely, tiny little sizes, so they're not going to be too big in their mouths, especially when they're puppies can be quite small. They're developed by vets as well. And I was like looking at the calories there, and I'm like, yes, I was like, it's only low calorie, 3 calories per treat, which is amazing. But when you purchase any of our treats today on our live, you can head to redmillstore.ie. You will receive a very lovely pouch for your treats, and it's completely complimentary. So if you head over to redmillstore.ie and purchase treats today, you'll receive this complimentary. But I love this.
I love them too.
Yes, absolutely. Do you want to chat a little bit about them?
Yeah, they're brilliant. They're good.
There's no treats in them.
They're good because
they're right here.
Yeah, so you don't. Yes, they don't. When you go, so they just keep the treats from getting all mushy and everything else. in your pocket, especially when it's out raining. But because they're silicone, that they don't get all dirty and filthy and like crumbled up. We've all been victims to the crumbled up treat bag in your pocket, I think, where these ones keep things kind of clean and you don't need to worry about them getting too mushy or anything. They're brilliant.
And would you recommend the Train Me treats? Like, how would you use them in your training? What's the appropriate way to use treats in training?
Yeah, we have to always have motivation for your dog. You know, it's especially when you're trying to teach them positive reinforcement and what the right behaviour is. Good high value treats like the Train Me treats, where you can break them up small, so it's for smaller dogs or puppies.
Yeah.
And you don't need to worry about them being too harsh on a puppy's digestive system or anything. Hash brown approved.
Yeah, I know. Honest to God, like it's like a seal of approval from Hash Brown. We love that. So again, oh yes,
I
question.
have a question. Someone asked, how do you know when your dog is feeling unwell? Like, what's the best signs to look out for?
Sorry, that's one for that.
Feeling unwell. I suppose dogs can show all different signs that they're unwell. They might just be a little bit quieter than usual and maybe not coming up to you as much as they normally would, all the way to not eating, or maybe not going to the toilet the same way as normal. And then we go into more sort of clinical signs, so vomiting, diarrhea, just genuinely looking a little bit under the weather. So get to know your dog, what's normal for them, and also having a routine can be really important, because if they sort of don't want to go with their normal routine, it could be the first sign that maybe they're not feeling quite as well as they should be.
Yeah, hope that answers your question. And again, if you want to ask any of the experts some questions, please don't hesitate to do so. Just drop them in the comment section below. Do we have any more for now?
Not for now.
All good.
But we'll come back.
Just while we're on puppy, I want to talk a little bit about puppy nutrition. We do have gorgeous puppy food from Leader and Go Native. I'm just going to pull them up here just so they're a little bit easier to reach. So we do have 3 different options in our puppy food for Leader. So we have small, medium and large. Why is that?
Lovely. So like we were saying earlier, some puppies will grow or mature into their full size a lot quicker than others.
Yes.
And we need to relay that with their food as well. So smaller breeds will reach skeletal maturity a lot quicker, whereas our bigger breeds, like you, Hash Brown, will grow a little bit slower, but we still need to maintain that so that they can grow as much as they need to. So it's very important to know what breed of dog you've got and what size they'd be classed as, and then stick to the food.
Brilliant. And with these Leader puppy foods, so we have small, medium and large, as we said. So again, puppies are not just your little squidgy things that you introduce to your family at 12 weeks old. As you said, puppies can be up to 2 years old in some larger breeds. So please keep that in mind when you're picking nutrition for your dog, I suppose.
Yes, exactly.
We also have the Go Native. So this is fab. Do you want to talk a little bit about this?
This is a really good brand of feed.
I'll actually come a bit closer so you can see the packaging. Gosh, it would even make yourself hungry, wouldn't it?
No, it does.
It's
well,
fab.
All of mine have been reared on it.
Yeah.
So he's going to recognise the bag in a minute. He'll be like, yes, that was what I used to have when I was a baby. So when you look for a really good food, you want to look at the ingredients first. And what they'll do is they'll normally list the ingredients with what's the biggest component of the feed.
Yeah.
So when you look on the back of that packaging, probably salmon.
Well, salmon's number 1, yeah.
So there we go. So most
And it's
of that
Irish,
food is
organic salmon. I mean,
yeah.
I tell you
very
what.
posh food. And salmon's also a good protein to start dogs on as well, because we see a lot of dogs that do have allergy issues, and salmon would be a little bit more of a novel protein, so that can just help calm those sort of issues down. But yeah, they're really, it's a really good feed. The most important thing, and also to help with vets, is you can, once your dog is fully vaccinated, feel free to bring them into the vets. Some people do have weight clinics, just because they're growing so fast. They go from a little dot to very big very quickly. So you just want to make sure you're feeding the right amount for that. So bringing them in, just getting a weight on them once a month is great, and then you can change the food accordingly. So on the back of most bags it will say roughly how much to recommend per feed. Now obviously if you're giving lots of treats because you're training at the same time, you might have to factor out a little bit of their normal feed just to allow you to put the treats in, because we don't want to be overfeeding or underfeeding at this really important stage.
Absolutely, and we, as you said, there is a gorgeous table on the back of this Go Native bag which gives you suggestive feeding guides. But of course, if you need any more information, you can be in touch with your local vet, or of course our team here in Renwells will be happy to assist you. As you were mentioning, like, this is a really good quality food. It's all tested. It's made in Kilkenny, tested in Kilkenny, and it's amazing. And developed by vets and experts for a purpose. So you can really be confident that you're feeding your pet correctly, and with care too. Absolutely, we love that. Also want to mention the Go Native treats as well, just while they're in front of me. So as we mentioned, Go Native is probably the closest you'll get to human food for your dogs in quality. They're absolutely gorgeous, and again, these are fab. And we also have a lovely offer on redmillstore.ie that's ending today midnight, and it's 3 for 2 on these. And of course, if you buy them, you'll get your fabulous treaty pouch. We love it. There's a little clasp on as well, so it can just attach right to your belt, and great for walkies. So that is fabulous, ladies. We'll move right along. So we'll talk carriers now. So carriers are essential, I suppose, for any maybe smaller breed, whether you're traveling in the car, you're going to the vets. Is there anything about carriers that you would highly recommend in regards to you getting them used to it and really making them understand that it's not a scary thing?
Yeah, definitely. When you're putting your dog in it, just make it.
Oh, beg your pardon?
Quick question.
Yes, sorry, beg your pardon. We have a question. So, question for Vicky. Go ahead.
From Listen 30, she wants to know what time or what age does the dog normally transition from puppy food onto adult food?
Great question.
So again, it depends on what breed of dog you've got. And then just to make things slightly more complicated, there can sometimes be a junior range in between. So it all depends on breed, how quickly they're growing. So yeah, some dogs it will be from about a year, even 8 months with some smaller breeds, all the way up to about 2 years. So it's just important to think, what type of dog do I have? How quick are they growing? And are they putting on the right amount of weight for their bone structure? And by all means, like, if you're confused in any way, there's lots of experts in the store here, and then as well, if you wanted to pop to your vet, if you weren't quite sure, should I be switching them, then yeah, to go ahead and just get in contact with them.
Yes, and if some people are watching the live here and they're wanting to swap to either our Leader or Go Native range, do you have any tips for, or even if they're transitioning off puppy food, just to you need to give a little bit of a transition for feed, don't you?
You need to do it very slowly, so know what you're feeding them, and then over the space of a week or 10 days, you just slowly add in the new feed into their old feed. So if you know you're getting to the end of your bag, that's when you want to start adding in your new food. So don't just cut from one to the other, because otherwise we get upset tummies.
And we don't want upset tummies. The puppy pads will be out in force, I tell
Especially
you
over
what.
Christmas.
Yeah. So we'll talk about carriers. So as we just mentioned, carriers can be a scary thing for a lot of doggies. I suppose we have loads of gorgeous ones to get to. I'm going to pull some close to me. But tell me, what can you do to make your dog a little bit more chill when it comes to the carrier situation?
Yeah, so teaching them that it's a positive thing, it's a fun thing. You don't want to just put them straight in it and head off to the shops and the dog's freaking out. So make sure that you start at home. Don't put any pressure on them. Don't wait until you actually have to go somewhere and you need your dog to be in it. So spend 5 to 10 minutes, go at your dog's own pace. Toss treats in and around it, and every time your dog makes the decision to go in themselves to retrieve the treat, be ready with the praise. Good.
Yeah.
Even like assigning a command for the puzzle toys, you could assign a command for the bags. So it could be walkies, or it could be anything else. I better not say that around here.
No, we have like all the dogs like ears just pricked up like excuse me. We have loads of carriers here, and you know what, they're all different styles. It might be a case of getting the correct style for your dog. Again, if you have any questions in regards to tailoring your dog to a carrier, please pop into store or reach out to us at redmillstore.ie. I'm going to start off with this one, very fancy, almost a handbag for yourself, I would say. But this one is gorgeous. It is the Nobby Leo bag. We absolutely love it. It's kind of like a leopard print, would you say? Very stylish and really, really fluffy on the inside. So keeping them cozy, you know what I mean? It's going to be a positive experience. It's really quite sturdy on the bottom too, and they can zip in lovely and secure. We absolutely love this Leo bag. I just think it's so cute, and it'll be a gorgeous present for under the tree as well. This would be great for, what would you say, ladies, a puppy or maybe a senior dog?
Chihuahua or
Or
small
Chihuahua.
breed, yeah.
Very Paris Hilton, I would say. And we absolutely love that one. And just on the topic of carriers being a scary experience, we also have a gorgeous product from Foreign's made in Kilkenny. This is the NutriCalm, and this can be sprayed onto their food, and it's all natural. It just takes a little bit of their nervousness away, and perfect for, say, around Halloween, or gosh, if they're in the carriers, or in the car, which can be a scary experience. Do you want to talk a little bit about this product, Vicky, maybe?
Yeah, so it's really good. When dogs have new experiences, we're going to be doing those often. So going in the car if they have to travel to work, or if they're coming on new walks, maybe.
Yeah.
You just want to make it as positive as possible. So it's products like this, they are filled with natural ingredients, and it can just help relax them a little bit. It's the same as us taking, say, an anti-anxiety medication, or
A rescue
well, just,
remedy. Or
rescue
something
remedy.
like
That's
that.
the one. I was trying to think of the name of it. I used to take that all the time during exams.
Me too. But this works the very same. I think a lot of people think that this might affect their dog, like make them snoozy or a little bit kind of like spinny, or
No.
it's not the case.
It won't do that, no. We do have different levels of anti-anxiety medication for dogs. Now, some of them are prescription for dogs that really do suffer from certain issues that really scares them.
But this can be a really good option over the counter, of course.
Exactly.
That you could just pop into your doggy's food, and it's quite yummy on here as well. Well, not that I've tried it, but I've heard it's quite yummy. I'm going to grab this one as well. This one is really cool. This is the Auto Sits. I mean, the names on these, they're great. But we absolutely love this because it's for the inside of your car. So your doggies can sit in, they can get strapped in all safely, and cruising style. But I mean, they could very, very easily take a nap in here. It's anti-slip, it's water repellent, and you can also machine wash the cover. I mean, come on, it's great. It's great. We also have another really stylish one over here. Now, this is one of our doggies in the toy show today. What did we name him? Ted, was it? Or so? I can't remember. He's featured in our lives before. You probably recognise him. But this gorgeous. This is the
Teddy Maximus.
Teddy Maximus. Oh yeah, I knew that. But this one is gorgeous, and this one is a little bit kind of more sturdy. Has more strap options, and again, zip in and just out the front. They're very fabulous. We love that one. Again, a really cozy experience. So nice for those winter walks. Very lovely. And this one, what do we think about this one, ladies? So this one has a really cool name too. This one is the Nomad. So very aptly named, I would say. So your doggy just sits in there, is chilling, traveling around. But this one probably will take the most getting used to for your dog, would you say?
Yeah, it's very enclosed, isn't it? So
But it's really, really cool. Say if you're traveling a lot, even if you're going to the vets, we absolutely love this
What
one.
I do love about this one is for puppies that can't go out until they have their second round of vaccinations, but you still want to socialise them, they can kind of come safely to a coffee shop or something, and they're kind of in here, they can still see the world, but they're not in and around or not picking up any bugs that they shouldn't.
Yeah, absolutely. I absolutely love that. That's a really good point for younger puppies who haven't had their full round of vaccinations, just so they can get used to it. I love that. I love the colour too, and it's really, really nice material. There's a pocket so you can fit your liter treats in there, and you can also wipe it down as well. So we absolutely love that. And again, NutriCalm is a really, really good option, just to get your doggies when they're in the training process. So there are carriers. Now, we have beds in our next section, so I feel like we might need some models for this one. What do we think? We have loads of beds to get through, loads of different options. Ladies, is there any top tips that you would kind of like go through for when finding a bed for your pet?
I think again it all depends on what type of dog you have. So I have a couple of dogs that see a puddle and must be in it. So if I got them a beautiful plush bed like the one you've just put out in the front, it would be destroyed and constantly live in the washing machine. So maybe something that's a little bit more waterproof is better for them, because then you can just wipe it dry.
Yes.
And then also older dogs, as they get a little bit older, things gets a bit creakier. So we have more orthopedic style beds that have, similar to, I suppose, a memory foam mattress like what we have in our own beds, and that can just make them more comfy as well. So it all depends on what type of dog you've got activity-wise, and then also the size. So even though you think Bernard would want a tiny bed, he always picks the biggest one.
Yeah.
And that's just what he picks. So that's what he
And
gets.
dogs snooze a lot, don't they? Well, provided? It's probably a crazy question, but what on average do they sleep every day?
A happy dog sleeps like between, God, even longer than that. I think it's up to like 18 hours.
So a
sometimes
bed
they'll
is
sleep.
essential.
Yeah.
Like 18 hours, my God. So we need a
A
comfy
happy
bed.
dog, they snooze most of the time.
Yes.
So
Like a snooze station is essential, and we have great ones here at Red Mills. I'm going to start off with this one. So this is a Le Chameau bed. Now this one is a little bit of luxury. You probably recognise Le Chameau from our lives previously. They do loads of lovely human clothes products, but this one is the beautiful bed in size medium. Love this colour, and you can take this out. You can wash it. It's a little. You have one kind of more soft side and one more side that you could wipe down for your kind of muddy doggies. So we absolutely love the Le Chameau beds. Now, as you were mentioning there, Vicky, we have an orthopedic bed here, and for maybe a dog that maybe has bone problems, who would you recommend the orthopedic one for?
So older dogs, we sort of say over the age of 7 or 8, we're entering our more senior years when it comes to dogs. So yeah, if they're just getting a little bit slower, they might be slightly arthritic, just the same as what we have really, unfortunately. So to give them as much comfort as we can, an orthopedic bed might suit that. And also if they've had to have surgery for whatever reason, so we see a lot of dogs that have to have knee surgery, so an orthopedic bed would help with the recovery of that as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And we have Donald and
Donald.
Seamus here loving this. Now, I'm not sure if they need the orthopedic bed, but they're certainly finding it comfortable. I mean, it's memory foam, so you'd nearly get into it yourself. And we absolutely love that one. I really love this one. This is the Dreamline Corner one in grey. Very aesthetic, will fill a space, and it's suitable for a bigger dog. Loads, and it's so comfortable. We were only saying that we'd love to just snuggle up in this one. So we absolutely love that one. I have a couple more to grab. This one particularly, this is the new, or the Danish design Newton. So this one is very, very festive. I'm just piling them up on top of here. But this one's very, very festive. Whoa! I know there's so many. So we have a lovely blanket that comes with this bed. So this would be perfect for on front of the fire, which a lot of our dogs seem to love that spot.
Oh, definitely.
But it's beautiful and festive, perfect for this time of year. Yes, I know, it's fab. So that one's gorgeous. There's a lovely kind of fluffy side to it too, so super comfortable. And then just your basic mat as well. Sometimes, you know, dogs prefer the mats more so than the plushy beds. So it's just kind of finding out what your dog likes and wants. And there's loads of different options here at redmillstore.ie. And if you're only tuning in now and you have missed all of this, you can go onto redmillstore.ie, click our live banner, and it'll all be right there for you. Am I missing a bed? I think I might be. Hang on. One second. This is again Le Chameau. This one is amazing. Gosh, this is almost like your mattress yourself, isn't it? This is. I know. What do you think, guys? What do you think? So this one again is memory foam. It's by Le Chameau. Really, really comfy. Like, I mean, you nearly get into it yourself, ladies. Yes, they really love it.
Bye, Sheena.
Yeah, Shane. Now, it might be a bit big for you, buddy, but certainly cozy and snuggy. So there are beds. Okay, so we have a very special section coming up next. So these are our coats. So our coats, we have loads of different options. Where and when and why would you give your doggy a coat? It seems funny at first, but it really is practical.
I suppose the first thing you think of is bad weather.
Yes.
So all dogs have different fur. So Ryan Ripley here would have, she's made for bad weather, for swimming, for everything. So she might not need a coat or as heavyweight a coat as other breeds.
Yeah.
Hash Brown has finer fur. So even though he's okay most weathers, if he gets wet, he really feels it. So something light and waterproof like this will suit him fine. And then other breeds that really feel the cold, so really short-coated breeds or smaller dogs might need something a little bit more padded and insulated. So it's just, if you think that you need to put your coat on, like so it's going to get really cold over the next few days, we're going down to the minus numbers, your dog might just need a little bit as well, especially if you're going on a longer walk. So if you're deciding to go on a good hike, they might just need one, but then always check in on them. If they're panting or if they're doing too much running around, then you can take the coat on and off as and when needed.
Absolutely, and particularly with Hash Brown's coat he has on at the moment. I know it's kind of hard to see, I might bring him around the front. It has a reflective nature to it, so it is really practical if they're walking near the road.
God, this Yes, I
Will
think
you come out to me?
you should do.
Come on, Hash Brown.
Good boy.
So it's a really practical kind of coat. To the eye it looks grey, but it is reflecting the light.
Yeah.
So if they're driving or if you're walking close to the road, it would just add that little layer of protection. I mean, the world is your runway, Hash Brown. You're looking fabulous. I absolutely love that. I think we might have another. We have a question.
Someone asked, do we cater for cats? And we do. We have beds and everything and food and all for cats.
Yeah, we have loads of bits for cats if you have a cat as well. But now we have no cat models today, unfortunately. But we do have loads of cat beds. We have like cat scratchy paws, food, and loads of bits for cats. You can head on to redmillstore.ie to browse our full range there, or else call in to us in Killian Hill. We'll be more than happy to assist you. But loads of treats for them under the tree. We can't forget them. I think we might have some other.
We have some Lishimo matching coats.
Oh, Lishimo matching coats. Of course, we have them right here. So Lishimo, just look, it matches the bed. Are you able? I mean, this is certainly aesthetics, and it has a beautiful little kind of hood detailing. And I can't stress how snuggy this is on the inside. It is so lovely. But if you guys have any questions in regards to coat or what coat to get or why you would get a coat, please leave them in. Or if you have any behavioural or veterinary questions, we have the experts here on tow. So yeah, coats. And in regards to fitting a coat, how would you ladies do? Is it usually kind of on the packaging, or is there like a rule of thumb in regards to what's too loose or what's too tight?
With most coats, collars, harnesses, you want to be able to fit your fingers through snugly. So we normally say the 2-finger rule, and that just means it's not too tight. So Bernard's is a bit loose here, but I don't use his collar for walking on. He has his harness. His harness does fit 2 fingers either side. You can obviously get your dogs measured, so back measurements, chest measurements, they're all different shapes and sizes.
Yes.
So there isn't a coat that specifically fits all of them. It's definitely best to try them on, I'd say. When you go into the store, just be like, do you mind if I put this on just to make sure it does fit? Because Hash Brown has a very deep chest. He's got a bit of greyhound in him. So sometimes it can be difficult to find a coat or a harness that fits him. So I always have to try it on. And then Bernard, I have the exact opposite. It's just long. So it's to try and find the length, but not with how long it is to the floor. So definitely, I think trying them on, and everyone in here will be more than happy to help you to get it fitted properly.
And again, probably a behavioural question I have is, God, my dog sometimes, when I initially started wearing his coat, I had awful bother. He hated it, wouldn't walk, just be like, Abby. Probably like when your mum buys you your Christmas Day outfit, you're just like, why are you making me wear this? But it really took me a little minute to get for him to get used to it. Would you have any tips or tricks on how to kind of desensitize them a little bit?
That's it, yeah, definitely desensitize them. They can feel restricted in it. You know,
Of
they
course.
wouldn't be used to having that extra layer like we would. So the best thing to do would be to introduce your dog to their new coat slowly.
Yeah.
So place it down on the ground, let them sniff. Every time they voluntarily engage with it, even if it is just to sniff it or look up at you, be like, how's this?
Yeah.
Make sure to be there with the reward and the praise and good.
Yeah.
And then when they're comfortable, they're going, okay, this thing isn't so scary, then you can start moving it around, and then you can build it up that way. So you're desensitizing them at levels that they're comfortable with until they can actually wear it comfortably. And then like that, just let them wear it around the house. And make sure that they know they can move freely in it and that it's not something scary or something to be afraid of.
Absolutely. And we also have lovely drying coats. And we have them just here now. I think we might have some models for the drying coat. So we have them coming in here now. Is this Donal or Seamus? Donal! Hello! Woo. Take Hash Brown there for 2 seconds. He'll fly over there and we'll bring in Donal. Donal, come here. He's very interested in Hash Brown. Come here. Will you let me pick him up? Yeah. We'll pick him up here and we will show you. So this one is the drying coat. Now this one has a little bit of a different purpose. This one is for when they have their bath time, they have their toys to keep them calm, and they're having their lovely bath in our foreign shampoo. They've had a little bit of a shake to get all the heavy stuff off, but you still don't want them running around your house and getting all of your couches and your bed sheets wet. I know it can be crazy, especially for a longer haired breed. But these are amazing and they're very, very popular in store and online. These are a beautiful towel kind of fabric, would you say? And they just, take the extra wetness off their coat and they won't destroy your furniture. We absolutely love them, and you can see the full range and the full sizes on redmillstore.ie. This is from a brand called Rough and Tumble, so I just think it's so gorgeous and serves a really good purpose. I actually have one of these for my dog, and even after long muddy walks and you're getting back into the car, they're absolutely perfect. And these come in a range of different colours, so if purple's not your thing, you know there's other colours too. But I think purple is your thing. But of course, again, these can also be quite scary just when they feel that little bit of restriction. So I would say the same measures would go for a rough and tumble coat too. But thank you so much. Oh my God, he is fine. He's like, Abby, yes, I'm vibing, I'm feeling it. So we love them. So gorgeous coats available. We have a range of different sizes, something to suit every pooch out there. And again, if you're not so sure about what to go for, what size to go for, please call in to us here in Killian Hill at Red Mills. Any of our products are available for nationwide shipping, and it's free shipping over €29, so you can get delivered straight to your door. And if it's a gift for your very special pooch, you can also avail of our gift wrapping service as well. And they're all eco gift wraps, so you can gift wrap in confidence that you're not going to be harming the planet, which is amazing. We had a little bit of a chat about collars and harnesses, etc. So I'm going to talk a little bit about them before we invite our next special guest on. But we have gorgeous options here. Of course, we talked about the puppy ones that are really affordable. They're just here because, of course, they're going to grow out of them. We also have extendo leads, loads of flexi leads here. These are great. What kind of dog would you recommend these for?
I think these are good for more recall training to start with. Yeah. So yeah, they can be very good for that. And then just getting them used to coming back to you, especially in the park. And it's when you've practiced your recall at home and you don't want to have a big long lead. Like that doesn't come back to yourself when you're practicing in the park. They can be quite good for those reasons.
Yeah, absolutely. I think they're great. And we also have more bougie kind of options here. We have the gorgeous Pampiano range. It's kind of hard to see. I wonder could we pull it out maybe? Yeah, cool. We have things everywhere here. What is a toy show without a bit of chaos? You know, what is a toy show without? Oh, it's quite like.
Trying to help.
I feel okay. Yeah, I feel Ryan Tuberty's pain, you know, with the toy show situation. And this is crazy. But these are a Pampiano range, and Pampiano, of course, the iconic leather with the stitching inside of it. And you've seen these before on our lives. They're amazing, and really lovely leather there. We have loads of different options: small, medium, large, leads, and everything. They're just a little bit of luxury, but we want to invite our next guest on to this live, so we will invite the love from Wild Tales. How are you?
I'm Polly, with the actual star.
So ladies and gentlemen, swap in there. Deadly stuff. Thank you so much. We'll see you later. Hello.
How are you?
Thank you so much for joining us on our Crazy Tuesday toy show.
Thank you.
Please introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about your brand.
Yes, so I'm Kim from Wild Tales, and this is Polly, who's the inspiration behind the brand. My sister Jane couldn't be here. She's in Dubai at the moment, so I prefer to be here with all the dogs.
Of course.
So yeah, me and my sister, it was kind of a lockdown project, a cool project. We love dogs with the spring red home and Polly. And just we kind of combined our love of dogs with, I suppose, maybe fashion and colour and stuff like that, and we came to designing Wild Tales. Yeah.
Amazing. And where are you based?
We're based in Kilkenny. We're based in Cuffs Grange, and we've got our stuff in here, so you can pop in here anytime and try it on.
Amazing.
And then we're usually at Mountain View Market as well.
Lovely, and we absolutely adore supporting local Irish brands. Well, literally a stone's throw away local. You are next door to us, and Wild Tales are absolutely gorgeous. And we have a couple of models here. So this is the mulled wine? Is that correct? Yeah, cool. And it's absolutely stunning. Like, where's the ideas come behind the different designs?
Well, most of ours up until now has been food oriented. So me and my sister absolutely love food, and that's where we got most of our inspiration. I think probably 7 out of the 9 prints have a little bit of food on them somewhere, bar our Christmas one and maybe 1 or 2 others. But that's definitely the main inspiration is food and colour. When I first got Polly, I went to buy harnesses and collars and these, and I couldn't find anything that was like vibrant and nice
And fun.
yeah, everything was really dark, kind of one colour, So yeah, we definitely wanted colour to be a big factor in our prints and in our design.
And amazing. And what kind of dogs do you cater for in regards to size? I know we have a sausage party going on here, a cocktail sausage. But
yeah, sizes we go from extra small up until large. So our extra small is perfect for your puppies or even cats. I know somebody mentioned cats earlier on.
oh, amazing.
And they are quite tiny, and I think they have some of the extra small here. So definitely pop in and try them on. And we go up to a large. So a large would probably be
It's probably the best day of my life, like I won't lie. Oh my god, and they're so, but you go up to the extra large, which is great, so it fits someone.
Yeah, large at the moment, extra large in the new year.
Oh, big one.
But large at the moment, so it would be kind of your large Springer, I suppose, or maybe like Lurcher, Whippet, small Greyhound. With ours, it was really important to do the adjustable neck and chest.
Yeah, I was going to say, they look so comfortable.
Yeah, I've got a Dachshund, obviously, and her chest is quite big. So for me, I couldn't find stuff to fit her. It was always way too tight across the chest. So yeah, same with the Dachshund, any of those hounds really. So that's, for us, it was really important to do that feature with our harnesses.
Amazing. And what is their full product range? So obviously we have harnesses, we have leads, but do you have other bits?
Yeah, we have harnesses, leads, we have the poo bags. So again, when I was having...
And they're matching.
Yeah.
Oh my god, so cute.
When I first got Polly, I was living in the city, so I was bringing her out for walks. Obviously, had to bring my poo bags, and I had a plastic one. And every time I dropped the lead or she'd pull or would be in the park, and they'd crack and they'd break. So these being fabric, it's really, really handy. And you just pull your poo bags out through here. We do collars as well. I think the collars are here too. Yeah, so we've got our harnesses, collars, leads, and poo bags here. We do treat bags as well, but we're actually sold out of them at the moment. So again, the new year.
New year, amazing. I might pull over some designs.
Yeah,
So we have a gorgeous range of them here at Red Mills, and we're very, very lucky. And I have to say, they're just so fun. They are so vibrant. So what do we have here? We have like little, oh my god, are they little tarts? Like,
Johnny Daggers.
please, like, and we have like peaches. We have, and the tartan is gorgeous for Christmas. And we're very excited audience over there. Yes, we all love them. Approved. And I just think they're fab. And then the poo bags, and you can also mix and match if you didn't want to go for all, say, mulled wine or tartan.
Yeah,
There's loads of different options. Yeah, they're so cute. And tell me, where like, do you know, are they suitable for countryside and city? You mentioned that the
Yes.
inspiration came from the city.
Yes.
But would you recommend them for all kind of walks?
100%, and they're actually machine washable. We have a Springer at home who loves to get in the water, of course.
Yeah.
So for us, a big factor was making sure that they were neoprene and they were really quick drying. So they're suitable for the country for those like wet winter walks. They can be washed, or you don't even have to wash them every time, but they can be washed once a week or once every 2 weeks, and they dry really quickly, just laying them flat. And then with the smaller breeds, like even if I walk her in town where there's no muck, she still gets dirty sometimes because she's so low to the ground.
Of course.
So yeah, they're definitely machine washable, suitable for town, suitable for country. Yes, they're ideal, really.
They really are amazing, and thank you so much. And if you want to check out the full range and the full patterns, which are amazing, and there's lots that we have, you can head to redmillstore.ie and check out the full range there. Click on our live banner, we put it together so easy for you. And I just like, mulled wine is so cute, isn't it? It is so adorable. There's so many festive options.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for
You're welcome.
popping in.
Thank you.
And if you need any more information, of course, you can check out redmillstore.ie or follow Wild Tales on social as well. And what's your handle? Wild Tale?
Wild Tales Co.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. So you can follow them there, and they have gorgeous stuff, and you can keep up to date. But I also want to talk about a couple more kind of products, like for walkies. Ooh, I shouldn't have said that. WALKIES. So this is the jogging leash. So this one's something a little bit different and can be used for when you're out running with your dog. It has a little bit of extension there, so they're not going to be pulling so much. And we really love this product, and it's available on redmillstore.ie. But I think we'll move on to our next segment, which is plush toys. So I might invite back on our behavioralist for this one, because it is a really, again, like, would they be enrichment toys still to a certain extent? They are used often as a reward.
Yeah, definitely. Just some dogs that absolutely love their stuffed toys.
Yes.
And Ripley adores them, and the lovely thing about it is she's true to her breed, she'll just carry them around. Other dogs may shred them,
Yeah.
and that's okay too.
Yeah.
But if your dog isn't food motivated, their thing may be their toys. And if their toys are their preferred toy is a plush toy or a teddy, then that's where your motivation for training will be. So you can mark the right behaviours with their toys over food, you know. So yeah, that's why we love teddies.
Absolutely. And we have an incredible range here at redmillstore.ie. or of course in store and online. I'm going to grab just a couple of options now. Gosh, there is so many different types, and they all serve a purpose, I suppose. And some are a little bit more durable than others. Let's say there's some that can be ripped to shreds, but they're the cutest things ever. So here is our. Is it a llama or an alpaca? Who knows? But no drama llama right here. I think it is so cute. And again, it has that little bit more of a sturdy kind of bite point or mouth point, would you say?
Yeah, it's more durable.
What do you think?
What do you reckon?
Love it. We also have this one here. So this one's a little bit different. So if you want to kind of run through what makes this plush toy a little bit different.
Yeah, so the good thing about this is it's different textures. So we
Yeah.
go back to kind of puppies and puppies needing to mouth and chew everything. Let's put that big down.
Yeah.
No wonder. So pups that love their teddies, and Ricky will definitely love this one. I don't know if you can have it, Ricky.
Yeah.
I have to get it for you for Christmas. But yeah,
It's under the tree. It's under the
under
tree.
the tree, yeah,
Yeah.
already wrapped. So you can use it as a tug toy. Tug toy is a great bonding activity to have with your dog. And as I said, puppies need to mouth, they need to chew, they need to play. So giving them a different variety of textures and things that they can crunch on, and even if they do try and shred, this one's a little bit more durable. So yeah, I definitely recommend this for the younger puppies. And then older dogs might take it as well. But I love that it's just that bit more durable. So it's not full of stuff and it's going to end up all over the floor on Christmas morning as well.
We've all been there. And I think
Yeah.
it's really cute. I mean, they've made them
Very
so adorable. Now this one is a bit of fun. This is a giraffe, but its legs are kind of like there's a little bit of elastic in them.
Yeah.
What do you think this one would be good for?
Yeah, definitely. So a lot of breeds, like terriers per se, they love to like toss their head and do that natural breed specific behavioural trait.
Yeah.
So that thing and being able to shred that, there is stuff inside it, but what I love about it is there's also a squeaker, so that kind of gets that excitement
Going.
Yeah, exactly. So for during playtime, particularly as I said, for those terrier breeds, those little bit more robust breeds, I'd say they'd love to toss something like this around the place. Definitely.
Yeah, I have a little terrier, and that is certainly on his Santi list, I would say. But again, that flopsiness, I completely understand where you're coming from, and it's a lovely looking toy as well.
Yeah.
I love this one. So this is by Kong as well, the famous Kong that you love. So if you want to have a little chat about that, this one, I've never seen a toy like this. It has the the ropes inside.
Yeah. So it's definitely more durable. Kong are brilliant for knowing what's durable.
Yeah.
And they're also good for telling you that what toys are made for specific breed. So if your dog is more of a chewer and loves a teddy, like I had one of these for Ripley, she got it when she was maybe 3 or 4 months old, and she still has it. She's 5 now, so it does last. You know what I mean? That's because of the rope inside it, and it does have a squeaker in the head, squeaker in the belly. So as I said, for any dogs that do love something that squeaks, that would be great for them, and they're not going to shred it too quickly either.
We have a question.
Yes, we have a question for Susie asking how you became a behaviourist or how you do your job.
How I came about.
How you?
So I started working in Paws Animal Rescue. So that was what I did for a couple of years.
There we go.
It wouldn't be a toy show without a bit of chaos. It really wouldn't. Hello, Harry. He wants his moment in the spotlight. So how you became a
So
behaviorist?
I started in Paws, and then I went on to be kennel manager in Paws for a couple of years, and then I unfortunately had to make the decision between the dog centre or Paws. And I love Paws so much, but I went for the dog centre. And so then I just kept doing more and more courses, and then I got my BHCCP in dog behaviour and training, and then just a few more seminars, a Victoria Stillwell seminar, and then I got my level 4 in dog psychology and behaviour. So still always learning, but the best thing ever was being able to work hands-on with the dog centre and meet different dogs and their people every day.
I think what people don't understand is how complex they actually are. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Dog psychology, it really is a science. And we're so grateful you're able to join us here for the toy show.
Yeah.
I'm going to grab a couple of more plush toys because I see Ripley looking at them. And I know she wants to get her hands on them. So I'm just going to grab a couple more. Now, I know a lot of them are kind of the same kind of idea, just a different style. But if you want to check out the full range, we can't show them all today because we'll be here till next week. And you can pop into Red Mills in Killian Hill in store or go to redmillsstore.ie. So we have something a bit different here now. So this one has a crackle to it, and would that stimulate them in another way with their sound?
Yeah, it kind of feels almost like the dog's natural prey, which is something for them to crunch and stuff. So again,
Oh, like
they love
bones or something.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, sounds
It's a
mad.
bit dark.
Yeah.
Sure, they are dogs at the end of the day. So yeah, that will get all their natural instincts going and get the juices done. Hi Harry.
Hi Harry. Harry's very excited about this one.
Yeah, and Harry and Ripley know each other from the adventure walks as well, as Donal and Seamus, so they're all mates already.
Besties.
So yeah, and then I also love the other one that you got there, which was
This one?
pheasant. Yeah, love that one. We love that one.
Now this one feels sturdy, particularly the stitching on the side. Like this is gonna last. Not gonna last.
Yeah. I mean, it is a teddy at the end of the day as well, so it does have that fluff in it, which
Yeah.
is love for a treat. But what I love about this is for any water-loving dogs like Ripley or even Springer Spaniels or Irish Water Spaniels or any water-loving dogs that love to be in the water and love to swim and retrieve out of the water. Sorry, now Ripley. We're causing chaos over there, pet. So yeah, so you can toss this and they can retrieve it out of the water.
Out
and
of
do
the
that.
water.
Out of the
Wow.
water,
So it's gonna be that little bit water repellent.
That's it. Yeah.
And I, of course, and like the pheasant, of course, is very apt for a toy, I think.
Yeah.
And it's going to add that little bit of texture with the fluffiness and then with the harder kind of stitching on the side. And speaking of texture, now I think this would be gorgeous for a puppy. Just it's really, really doty, isn't it?
Very cute, yeah.
And again, those texture ridges, I absolutely love it. It's so, so cute.
Yeah.
And just while I have you here, as I said, there's multiple plush toys that we haven't even got a moment to talk about, but loads of different options, loads of different, purposes. But we're going to talk about our Christmas bundles for gifting now. So we're just going to grab them over here. So this is our first bundle, the Go Native bundle. I'm just going to go, I know it's kind of hard to see, hang on, we'll pop it up here. So we have loads of different bits in here. So this is obviously Go Native, our premium, and it is our pumpkin and broccoli sticks. We have two different types of Go Native treats as well. We have turkey and salmon, and we also have a bag of food here in duck, and as well as the Go Native lead and poo bags. This is, I believe, €35. I could be wrong. €35. Yes, and available on redmillstore.ie. But just while we have them here, we haven't actually spoken about these. These are the dental sticks. Now, I know Vicky is she still with us? I don't know where she is. But dental sticks are really important for your dog's oral health. And we stock them as well, and they are 3 for $2 at the moment. If you go onto redmillstore.ie, you can grab them. But I love this box. It's so cute. It has everything you would possibly need, and perfect for under the tree, or even to send to a friend, or a doggy friend. Dogs are best friends too, I feel. We're very excited about the bundles here, I tell you what. We have also one more, which I really love. This is the puppy bundle. So this would be a great gift for if a puppy has entered your life in the last 18 months or 2 years, depending on breed, of course. So of course we have the foreign tender and tearless, as we talked about earlier, made in Kilkenny, made for puppies, sensitive skin. We also have a leader dog food. We also have a snack ball, which of course is another enrichment toy.
Yeah.
And so how does that work?
So the snack ball, you put food inside of it, and your dog has to bash it around the floor and get all the food out. It's great again for just getting that brain working and to burn excess energy and work as kind of a boredom breaker. So it's a mental stimulation toy, which is great.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's absolute chaos here now since there's so many different treats here, but just one about that puppy box as well is this is really fun for the humans. So you can cut out the puppy, make a little puppy out of card. We also have Christmas tree and baubles. We made one earlier, but we lost it, so we can't show you, but trust us, it's a lot of fun. And this is just a great little kind of starter pack if a puppy is coming into your life, or a great gift to congratulate somebody on their new puppy. But I believe that's all we have time for, folks. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Late Dog Toy Show at Red Mills. I hope your puppies have stayed awake for the whole thing and not asleep yet. But next week we are doing last minute gifting, and it'll be our penultimate final live, which we're really sad about. But Nick will be joining me next week, Nicola, and we'll be talking about all the last minute gifting at Red Mills. But if you've only tuning into our live now and you've missed the whole thing, go onto redmillstore.ie and click our live banner, and it's all compiled in a lovely place for you. Again, 3 for $2 on treats, and any treats you purchase till midnight, you will receive our free treat bag. And yes, we're so excited. So thank you so much, guys, and we'll see you next week. Cheers. Thank you.